Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Michelle Ali Murati. I'm the marketing manager for Tightrope Media Systems, or the Cablecast team for Tightrope Media Systems. And today we're excited to show you what we've been working on lately, what Ray has been cranking out for us lately. And that is Cablecast Screenweave, which is a great new application that we have available for folks using our Cablecast Reflect service, and it brings your content to over-the-top viewers that are using Apple TV and Roku devices. We like to always do these webinars when we have a major feature release to make sure that everybody gets an in-depth look at the new features that we are putting out. So we look forward to offering this to our customers that currently have Cablecast Reflect, and folks who like this today. If you'd like to add Reflect so you can add Cablecast Screenweave, that would be great. You also need to have the Cablecast Live and the Cablecast VOD hardware in order to get rolling with this solution. So I will, without further ado, go ahead and pass this over to Ray.
Hey everyone, like Michelle said, my name's Ray Tiley. I'm one of the engineers on the Cablecast team, and so I'm going to walk you through Reflect and Screenweave. So first, let me get started and show you what Screenweave looks like. So if everyone can see my screen, I just popped on a Apple TV simulator, and it's on the home screen. Let me get the remote over there too. The home screen of your Apple TV, and this is what the Screenweave app looks like after it's been installed from the Apple App Store. If we launch it, the first time it's going to launch, it's going to bring us into the Select a Channel page. What this page does is it lists all the Screenweave channels that are close to the viewer in order of geolocation. And so what we do is we take the IP address of the computer or Apple TV connecting. In this case, it is my computer here in Maine, and it geolocates the IP address and then sorts the channels by distance to the viewer. So in theory, you should always get the closest, meaning your station should pop up first for your viewers. On the Apple TV and the Roku app, once it's launched, we're just waiting on final approval. Once they select a channel, that channel will always either launch first or be easily accessible. So even if the geolocation isn't exactly right, because sometimes that information does go out of date, especially with modern telecom companies, once they find your channel, they'll be able to recall it pretty quickly every time they launch the app afterwards. So here are all the channels. You can see there's some logos that you can upload to kind of brand your channel. And once you go into a channel, you're presented with kind of like a Netflix or Hulu style screen of a bunch of collections of content, including the live streams up at the top, as well as different lists of videos below it. And we'll go over creating these lists of videos. And the live streams are special, they'll always be at the top. So using the app, your viewers can watch your content, whether it be live or video on demand content. Once they launch into a video, they'll kind of get some more details about the video, and this can be customized by you, the station operator, and then they can go ahead and watch it. So cool. So let's go into how you would set up a channel. So once you are signed up for Screenweave, and we'll have a link that goes out to everyone after this, which is the registration process. Like Michelle said, you need to have an active Reflect subscription, as well as the latest Cablecast version, which is, at the time of this webinar, 6.4.2. So if I go ahead and log in, you'll see that I have my channel here, Your Town TV, and it's telling me that this channel is not fully set up. So if we go back and look at the simulator here, and I go back up and look at channels, you'll see my channel isn't yet listed. And that's because as Your Town TV's operator, I haven't gone in and kind of done my initial setup on it. So let's go through that real quick. So first thing we're going to want to do is edit the content. And so actually, sorry, let's back up. First thing we're going to want to do is edit the channel. So if we go in here, there's a couple fields that we need to fill out. So our channel's name and the address, and this address is used for the geolocation. So if I, for example, type in my address here in Maine, it's gonna show you where I live. So please send me an email before you come visit. If I put this back to Tightrope's address, we see we're here in Minneapolis, right near the Gay 90s club. So come visit us at Tightrope if you're ever in Minneapolis. The other settings that we have are the artwork and video metadata. In the artwork, we get to upload both a logo for our channel. That is what we see here on this main channel selection screen. And so I have a logo for Your Town. We recommend 1920 by 1080, or basically full resolution HD for the logo. And then for the banner, we recommend a 1920 by 200. And the banner is what, when you launch into a channel, is what gets shown at the top here. So you can brand this however you like. A couple different examples. If we go, say, look at CCX. And we should see their banner show up here at the top. So they just make it look a little different. So cool. So we've uploaded both of our banners. I'm going to go ahead and save that. And then the other last thing in this edit channel tab is the video metadata. And for the video metadata, we get to choose which field from Cablecast we're going to use as the description for the video. And so that could be, say, comments, or it could be a custom field. And then we can also choose what we want to display as the additional info. And so, for instance, I might want to say the project name and call it series. The event date, call it date, and then the total runtime and call it length. And just because of the way TV user interfaces, we limit you to 3 fields because just there's no scrolling on a TV. There's lots of design constraints. So for right now, you're limited to 3 fields, but those can be any of the fields that you choose from your Cablecast custom fields. So once we've given our station a location, we've uploaded some artwork and set the video metadata that we want, the last thing to do is edit our content. And so for content, you have 3 tabs here. And these define the 3 types of collections we currently offer in the app. So the first type of collection is for live streams, and those will always be at the top of your channel. So live streams are your Cablecast live channels. So you can add as many as you have Reflex subscriptions for. So for instance, CCX here has 4 of them. While someone like Canton City Television only has 1 live stream. And the live streams are always at the top. So let's go ahead and add Your Town TV's live stream. So we'll go ahead and hit new live stream. And there's a couple things. We get to give it a title. So Your Town TV Live. We can give it a description. And finally, we need to choose which live stream on the Cablecast system we want to display. And then finally, we're going to upload a poster image. I'm going to use the same full res image for the logo. Again, we recommend this be a 1920 by 1080 high resolution HD image, and we'll take care of the scaling on the background. Once I've uploaded everything, I can save it. And now this stream will be listed here. For video on demand content, we have 2 types of collections. The first one is the easiest to set up, and that's Smart Collections. And what Smart Collections do is they pull the most recent 200 video on demands from your channel and break them up by projects and categories. And so these are turned on right now, but we could turn them off if that's not how we want to do things. The other type of collection is a custom collection, and this is derived from a Cablecast save search. So if we log into Cablecast TV Yeartown, sorry, I should have had this already logged in. And we go to the Cablecast and then the show section. We can see we have a bunch of save searches on the system. These save searches are what allow us to build custom collections. So if I create a new collection and call it Awesome Shows, I can choose any of these save searches which match the save searches on my system over here. And so I think Steve Izraelski, our president, has created one that has something about decent thumbnails. I should be able to search and hit save. So that's all I need to do to set up my channel. If I come back out here to channels, you'll see my channel is published. If I relaunch the app and go to the selected channel page, you'll see Yeartown TV is up in the list, and I can load it for the first time. And I see my live stream, and I see not just the one Awesome Shows collection that I made, I also see a bunch of other smart collections that were broken down by projects and categories. So, and then if I launch into one of these shows, I'll see my custom metadata up here. So this show obviously doesn't have a description yet, but we could go back and add one and it would show up. So the idea behind using save searches and smart collections is that once you set up your channel the first time, it will always populate with the latest content that's added to your Cablecast system. You really just configure it once, upload some logos, some artwork, define what live streams you want to show on your channels, and then let the save searches and the smart collections take care of the content for you. And as you add more content to Cablecast, your Screenweave apps will automatically update those content. Right now, Screenweave is launched in the Apple App Store for tvOS, and we anticipate being in the Roku store, channel store sometime later this week.